the most iconic food films of all time, at least to me.
Beautiful scallops with saffron sauce.
Yeah, I love it.
One of the things that I love about No Reservation is that how it blends travel, culture, and of course, food.
Beautiful golden color because of the saffron, and I think the time is to taste it.
They will absolutely love it.
You can revisit it at any time, I guess.
Main characters are both top chefs. The food in this film will make you want to cook it and try it yourself. Hello foodies, and welcome to a new episode of Film and Flavor, the show where we blend the wonders of cinema with the art of cooking. I'm Zain Hasan.
Hello everyone, I'm Ahmed Zayani. Today we're having something truly special. Chef Ali Yosif will be preparing a dish that pays tribute to one of the most iconic food films of all time, at least to me, No Reservations. The film was directed by Scott Hicks. It's a heartwarming movie about food, travel, and the people who share the love for both. And what better dish to cook than the classic scallops in saffron sauce?
If you've ever seen the movie No Reservations with Catherine Zeta-Jones and Aaron Eckhart, you know that there is delectable food in every scene. After all, the main characters are both top chefs. The food in this film will make you want to cook it and try it yourself. And this is why we are so excited. I can't wait to try the dish, but first, let us welcome our guest. We've got a very special guest with us today. She's a true fan of the movie and a lover of good food. Welcome, Dalal Faisal.
Dalal, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ahmed and Zain. Yes, I'm very excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you for inviting me again. I cannot wait to try the scallops.
It's not as though I'm controlling or anything. I just prefer things to be done exactly right.
We agreed you weren't going to cook for me anymore.
I didn't cook it for you. I just tried some new ideas.
Have you ever had scallops, Dalal?
To be honest, no, this is my first.
Okay, so we're gonna have an exclusive food tasting here with you, aren't we?
Yeah, of course.
Are you a fan of seafood?
Yes, I love seafood very much.
Are you a fan of the film?
Yes, I love the film. It's a very sentimental film and it's one of my comfort movies actually.
Now, Zain, if you do follow Dalal on social media, as she's an avid film watcher, a film reviewer, kind of film that she would be gravitating towards. Because it does have the whimsy, it does have a drama element, it does have a beautiful love story as well.
I am really into rom-coms, so I'd say that No Reservations is probably also one of my favorite rom-coms. I do understand where you're coming from when you mentioned that it's one of your comforting movies. I feel like the tones of that film and the way that they represented the build-up of the relationship, I thought it was so beautiful and heartwarming.
This is precisely kung fu.
What is that supposed to make?
Kung fu, as it should be. 140 degrees in the oven, 80 degrees water temperature for 25 minutes. Not too long, not too short, with a perfect touch of pink. Honey.
A very nice movie. It doesn't only focus on one character, it actually connects them all.
It does.
And it's very amazing how they moved from strangers to being partners and the way they see their own conflicts and problems and they try to comfort each other. That was a really good build-up.
It was.
And I think it does offer something that we're truly missing in cinema today. Like a very traditional rom-com. You don't see that nowadays outside of the realm of streaming services like Netflix and Hulu. But it is that aspect of it that makes it so endearing, so timeless, if I can say that as well.
No Reservations is definitely a timeless film, and I mean, because it came out in 2007, it has that sort of like, usually rom-coms wouldn't come out during that time, because during that time I think rom-coms were a dying genre.
They were, as compared to the 90s.
A dying genre. I don't know what you guys think about that, but it is, realistically speaking, a dying genre, except for like streaming services like Netflix. But as in like main theater films, you don't really see rom-coms there. But I think that's what makes them very unique and very authentic and very special in their own way, because you get to experience rom-coms.
You can revisit it at any time, I guess. Like the quality isn't there when it comes to Netflix, but this certainly has that it factor to it. Now, Dalal, correct me if I'm wrong, but the last decent rom-com that we got in theaters was Anyone But You, right?
Yes.
So what would this be comparable to?
I think this has got many more elements than Anyone But You because it focuses on relationships, on your own relationship with yourself and your family and others. And there is actually some character development in the movie. Like at first, you're gonna see them as rivals, or the female chef didn't really understand or love the other chef, and then things changed because that chef helped her with her family issues. And there is actually a very decent build-up, some drama, some quirkiness, and we don't see that every day now. They only focus about romance or forced comedy.
Have you seasoned that right?
Yes, chef.
It's okay.
And I would like to tip my hat here for the performances in the movie, especially Aaron Eckhart and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She is a very capable actress. If you look at her filmography, from earlier films like Zorro to stuff that's more recent like Wednesday, she does command the screen whenever she's on there. And someone like Aaron Eckhart, I think, is very underrated as an actor. And I would fault him for choosing some bad options later on in his career, but he is a tremendous talent.
He's very charming, to be honest.
I mean, following through with your point, these days focus on just the romance and the forced comedy. I feel like I agree with you so much on that because with No Reservations, there was this trope. It's a very popular trope, enemies to lovers trope, but it didn't feel very forced in that film. It kind of came naturally and in such a beautiful, it was represented in such a beautiful and unique way.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, like so many movies now lack that
Yes.
authenticity.
There is no depth in today's
There's
movie.
no depth, yeah.
Pile of hot metal and dirty dishes, so. She decides.
Kate. Seems you've left me no choice.
You want me to stay?
Didn't I just say that?
I didn't hear those words.
I want you to stay.
Love to. Thought you'd never ask. You're on fire.
Zain, one of the things that I love about No Reservation is that how it blends travel, culture, and of course, food. Catherine Zeta-Jones' character, Kate, who is the main character of the romantic comedy drama film, is a professional chef. But the film shows her learning, growing, and connecting with people throughout with food.
Exactly. It's such a beautiful story, and let's not forget the way the film showcases the power of food to bring people together. Like the scene where she prepares a special meal for her staff. It's intimate, but also so meaningful. Food is a universal language after all. What do you think, Dila?
I think I agree with you, to be honest, and I think the scallops actually has got the combination between elegance and comfort, and it's the perfect dish to give to your guests at a very fancy party.
Indeed, it is one of those movies where the food is almost a character in itself. And today, we are going to try one of the most iconic dishes from the film, the scallops with saffron sauce. But we couldn't do that without our incredible chef, who's going to guide us through the recipe.
Hi everyone, it's me once again, Chef Ali Yosif, and I'm thrilled to be here. And today I'm going to cook for you this beautiful scallops with saffron sauce from this inspired movie. Let me tell you the ingredients too. We've got scallops, we've got lemon juice, olive oil, salt, fresh parsley, and also all-purpose flour. Also here we got oregano and thyme. To prepare the dish, we first preheat the pan and then put this olive oil. Coated this scallops. Also here we got oregano and thyme. some salt, fresh parsley. We mix them. And then we're going to add also flour. We're going to keep mixing them gently. Add a little bit of lemon juice. Well, now we're going to place them on a pan. Gently, then going to fry them. But we don't have to burn it, just make it a little bit brown. And here I already made the sauce. And I've already prepared the sauce. It's heavy cream, cold butter, saffron, shallots. And that's it, salt and pepper. The scallops are ready, brown. This looks beautiful color. Let me get some plates to do the presentation for you. These scallops are perfectly seared and the sauce is creamy and has beautiful golden color because of the saffron. And I think the time is to taste it.
Welcome back. Thank you so much, Chef Ali Yosif. This looks absolutely amazing. The saffron is so aromatic. It really ties the dish together. And this is the kind of food that you'd want to share with the people you love, just like in the movie.
Absolutely. And honestly, I can't wait to dig in.
Me too.
Same.
Then, since
Can we
you're a
start?
guest, you want to start?
Yeah, of course. Let's
Good.
see.
Now, how do I choose the cutlery? Do I go inside
have
out or
no
outside
idea. I think it's, well, let's go inside in.
in? Yeah. When in Rome.
Yeah.
Great. Try these. And I think that these are soft enough that I don't need, I don't need a knife to cut through them. I'll give
This
it a-
is very good, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I love it.
Try that.
The saffron really tastes really good. Well, the saffron has a really nice,
It does.
it brings all the flavors together.
A rich flavor.
And it doesn't have like a fishy or a gamey taste to it.
So if you are not really into seafood, then you'd also like this dish
Oh, yeah.
because it doesn't feel very seafoody.
It doesn't.
But it kind of feels like chicken as well. You could compare this with chicken.
Like a cross between chicken and shrimp, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's actually cooked very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, a risk that you run with scallops is that they're very easy to overcook. But I think Chef Ali just nailed it.
Yeah.
I completely understand why this is one of the most famous dishes from that film.
Mm-hmm.
Like why it stood out to people, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
The saffron really just kind of blends everything together, and there's this explosion of flavors in your mouth when you bite through it. It's really good.
Oh yeah, and I don't even think it needs the saffron sauce. Like just having the scallop by itself would still work.
For sure.
I think I need to tell my friends to try this because they will absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
I love it.
You ain't got the goods.
What do you call
I don't
this?
see any golden town
What do you
fish by
call
you.
this?
So now, going back to the film, What are some of your favorite scenes in the movie?
You know what?
Mhm.
Instead of favorite scenes, why not favorite dishes?
Hmm.
Because I feel like this movie deserves a question that's like favorite dishes,
Mhm.
you know? Speaking, like, I mean, especially that it's no reservations, it's a movie about food. So what's a dish that was made in the film that you guys both thought stood out to you?
Yeah, I think the spaghetti that the chef made for Zoe, the little kid, that looked really good. I want to try it because I'm a big fan of pastas in general. So spaghetti is a very special dish to me. And the fact that she was a kid who doesn't really love to eat, and at that time she refused to eat anything from anyone. So he really made her eat that dish. And that was a very special scene. They were bonding. And that's what I say when I talk about this movie, that food brings people together, and it's kind of a love language that gets people to know each other and understand each other without actually saying a word.
Yeah.
That was really special.
One duck, one sea bass, and a souffle, please.
Working now, chef.
Save some for me.
That's really nice. One of my favorite, actually, this is my favorite dish from the movie, and I know this may sound a little weird, probably, but I really wanted to eat the pancakes
Okay.
from the scene where Aaron Eckhart was like, flipping them for little Zoe. I just thought that looked so appetizing. I don't know why. I just really liked the way that they looked, but I also really liked the scallops and salmon. That one obviously stood out the most, but I'm just, as like a side dish, I'd say I really liked the way.
Nice. You start your own restaurant. Call it Zoe's.
I'll call it Nick and Zoe.
I mean, now that I come to realize that Zoe's even a bigger character in this movie than I thought she was, right? Yeah, to me, my scene is a bit more mean-spirited. It's the scene where a patron returns a steak to Kate, Catherine Zeta-Jones's character, and asks her that the steak is overcooked when it in fact was rare. I just loved how she reacted by stabbing the steak and just planting it on his table, then freaking out in front of everybody. And it just shows like how volatile this situation can be, because we never really think what's going on in the kitchen in a restaurant, especially when it's packed with people. And sometimes like our options might seem very mundane to us, but it does take a lot out of these people that are cooking our food. And that's why I believe never mess with the people that are handling your food, because you don't know what they're going to do to you.
Part of the message of the film, not to mess with people who are handling your food.
True, absolutely.
That could be like the slogan for the movie.
It could be, absolutely. I think, and I think some restaurants would do well with having that as a motto, because you need to go with whatever the chef wants to serve you, right? And I mean, that's part of the reason why I never screw up with my orders when I'm in a restaurant. Whatever I get, I eat with a big smile on my face.
New fear unlocked, to be honest. I never really thought about it this way. So we should
That's a
always
nice
be
way to
nice to chefs.
I mean, I don't think we need to add a new fear to your list, do we?
Yeah, no,
Exactly,
we don't.
yeah.
Right, let's try to avoid the next time we're in a nice restaurant, right?
My God. The sauce is so good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to our guest for joining us. And of course, a huge thanks to Chef Ali Yosif for this incredible dish.
Yes, thank you. Be sure to try making these scallops with saffron sauce at home. And remember, food is always better when shared with loved ones. This brings us to the end of today's episode of Film and Flavor, and we will see you next time with another movie and another delicious dish. Goodbye.